What's going on, everybody? This is Brian from SneakerFiles.com, recapping the news. And before we jump into things, like always, greatly appreciate a thumbs up. And if you're new here, make sure to subscribe by hitting the red button below. Recently, we broke 125,000 subscribers, so I appreciate every one of you being subscribed. Next goal would be 130K. Now, for some of the highlights, we have new details on the PSG Air Jordan 4 collaboration, as well as a detailed look on the Air Jordan 14 Toro and the Air Jordan 13 Lucky Green. Now, we got a lot more from Jordan Brand, a ton from Nike, and one thing from Adidas. And now, without wasting too much more of your time, let's jump into the news. To start this video off, we have a potential release date for the Yeezy Quantum Basketball Barium. Now, the only reason I say potential is because Adidas has yet to announce the release date at the time of shooting this video. However, according to Yeezy Mafia, this pair will release on June 25th, and the retail price will be $250. When we got a first look at Giannis's second signature shoe, the Nike Zoom Freak 2, it was of this colorway, which comes in white, green, and black. Yesterday, images leaked which gives us a detailed look. Now, unfortunately, we don't have the details as far as the technology goes, but if you look closer, you could see what appears to be palm tree leaves. As well, we have a large swoosh which kind of indents into the midsole. The midsole is actually kind of more cut out, so the swoosh kind of just fits in. And then on the medial side, we have another swoosh which is much smaller, and then we have his number 34. Now, as for the release details, we don't really have much, but this pair is rumored to release during June 2020. That will be the initial colorway. It's unknown at the time of shooting if it's going to be this pair or a different one. After multiple release date changes, Nike officially announced the release date for the Travis Scott Nike Air Max 270 React Cactus Trails. That release date is May 29th. I know in a prior video I've already stated this release date, but Nike just confirms it, and they will be available on the Sneakers app as well as other retailers. And if you go to SneakerFiles.com, I'll put a link in the description below, and you scroll down just a little bit, there is a list of retailers where you'll be able to buy from. Now, of course, each retailer will do something different. Some may drop online, some may have you pick up in person, but at least it's a good starting point. Retail price is set at $170. Although we're waiting on additional release details for the Kith Nike Air Force 1 Low, we have recently learned that there's two upcoming colorways that will release. Now, we have yet to see photos of these colorways. We just had the details, and shown is just a black and white photo of the upcoming release. And going over the two, one will feature a black, team orange, and rush blue colorway, while the second is dressed in white, rush blue, white, and brilliant orange. No set release date at this time, but the two are expected to release during fall 2020, and currently no retail price. It looks like Tom Sachs has another collaboration with Nike coming, and this time it's going to be on the Mars Yard 2.5. Unfortunately, we don't have images of the shoe yet, but we do have some details, and it'll come dressed in particle beige and sport red, so it appears that it'll feature a similar theme as the Mars Yard 2.0. As well, you can expect some of the same materials, as well as detailing that was used on the original release. Like most of the other releases so far in this video, we don't have a specific release date for this pair, but the rumor is late 2020, so possibly during holiday season, and currently there isn't a retail price. Not only do we have a detailed look at the Grateful Dead Nike SB Dunk Low in green and blue, but we have a first look at the orange pair. Now, with this detailed look, we could see some of the smaller details, which includes the bear and a swoosh on the tongue, Nike written in the same font on the heel. On the inside of the tongue, we have more branding along with Grateful Dead Productions. And then on the tongue, we have a stash pocket, which opens and closes by a zipper. Next up is the orange pair, and we only have one photo, but you can expect the same detailing on this pair. Orange lands on the entire upper, we have green on the swoosh, as well as the branding on the heel, and then we have black running around the swoosh, which resembles that of the bear's jester collars. Completing the look is a white midsole and gum rubber outsole. A lot of people are wondering when these are going to release, and I don't have a specific release date, but what I heard is this summer, and I know that doesn't give too much information at this time, so I do apologize on that. Also, I heard that there's going to be at least 3 colorways releasing. Potentially there could be up to 5 because there's 5 Grateful Dead bears, which would be pretty cool. Once there's more information on this pack, I definitely will make sure to let everybody know. We have another original colorway of the Nike Kobe 6 Protro releasing in 2021, and it's going to be the White Del Sol. This pair originally released in 2011, so it'll be celebrating its 10th anniversary. And I believe this pair, along with the Black Del Sol, was part of the Pop Pack, which is known as Playoff Pack. And images of the 2021 release has yet to leak. Shown is the 2011, and the color description does match up, so that's why many are expecting it to be this pair. Now, it'll come dressed in white, neutral gray, Del Sol, and black. Retail price is set at $180, and no current release date, but rumored to release during spring 2021. I find it odd that there's so many Kobe 6 colorways lined up to release in 2021, potentially starting off in late 2020, but we still don't have an update on the Kobe 5 Protro, so hopefully we find out more information on some of those colorways soon. In 2006, Clot and Nike teamed up on the Nike Air Max 1 Kiss of Death for a unique collaboration which celebrated the opening of China's first sneaker boutique, ACU. Recently, we've learned that a potential return would be coming in 2021. Now, it's not 100% confirmed if the 2021 release will mimic that of the 2006, but they are expected to feature a net deep red and orange blaze colorway. Now, there's a lot of deep ties and intricate details on this pair. I've always been a fan of the shoe. Unfortunately, I never picked it up, but this pair also pays tribute to Clot's Chinese roots by Shai, a known spiritual energy that runs through the human body and connecting to the universe. Now, if the re-release of this shoe looks just like the original, then it'll feature a beige suede upper, and then we'll have a transparent toe box, which you can see right through to the insoles that has pressure points of the foot that represents a Chinese medicinal theory. Red lands on the snakeskin swoosh and tongue along with ostrich embellishments. Other details includes orange on the midsole, a translucent outsole which shows an image of the foot. No retail price, and we don't even have a time frame, but rumored to release during 2021. Let me know your thoughts on this pair returning. I know there's quite a bit of Air Max fans. Hopefully it's not super limited, but we should have more details later on in the year. On a side note, a lot of people have been asking about the Days Quality Meat Nike Air Max 90, known as Bacon, and what I heard is that pair was scrapped. I'm not sure if there was a legal issue, but if anything changes on that pair, I'll make sure to let everybody know. Initially a rumor, the Nike LeBron 7 MVP looks to be releasing in June. Now, when the info started to leak, I didn't have 100% confirmation if it was going to release, so I wanted to hold off until I had more information. But from what I've seen so far, it looks like a colorway that closely resembles this pair has started to pop up on release date calendars. Now, this pair originally released back in 2010, and the release celebrated LeBron James' second consecutive MVP award, and for this year, a return is expected to take place in June. Now, going over the pair, it features white leather across the upper, we have gold chenille across the swoosh, and then on the base, we have gray fleece. On the heel, we have witness history, and then completing the look is a MVP logo on the medial side. Retail price will be $200, and the current release date, very possible it could be pushed forward or back, is June 26th. It seems like a lot of people are excited on this pair returning, so let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. Now we're at almost everybody's favorite part of the video, Jordan Brand. Now, you guys might remember a few weeks ago I did the May 2020 Air Jordan release dates video, and I spoke on the upcoming Jordan Why Not 0.3 washed coral. Now, at that time we didn't have images. We did have a release date, but I believe that the release date has changed. And I know a lot of people aren't a fan of the shoe, but we do have a first look and a new release date. So the pair comes dressed in a washed coral, pink tint, pale ivory, and black colorway. Using shades of pink across the upper, we have a transparent midfoot strap along with black detailing throughout. We also have white on the midsole and a gum rubber outsole. Currently, I'm unsure if there's a specific nickname for this pair. It's possible it could be inspired by something, but more information soon. And as for the release date, May 28th is when they're going to release, and retail price will be $130. Images surfaced of a second colorway of the Air Jordan 1 Low Galaxy, and this pair is a women's exclusive. Now, as for the size range on this pair, I'm unsure of that as of now, but as you can see, it features various colors. We have blue, green, red, and purple, while white lands on the base, tongue, and midsole. Black hits the swoosh and laces, as well as the wings branding on the heel. Now, throughout the upper, you can see the Galaxy print along with the multicolor I just spoke on, and they also have a glow-in-the-dark outsole. Finishing the look is a unique graphic on the insoles along with Jumpman branding. Currently, there isn't a release date for this pair, but it's possible we could see a release take place in June. We have a couple of Air Jordan 1 Low releases to talk about for 2021, and both of them will come in the OG styling. So what that means is they'll have Nike Air branding on the tongue and the Wings logo on the heel. Now, the images shown is a Photoshop, so it's very possible that the actual release could look different. But one pair will come dressed in white, neutral gray, and particle gray, while the second is expected to be a bit flashier and it'll come dressed in white, ghost green, and black. No set release date for the two, but they are expected to drop during spring 2021, and the retail price will be $110 each. Now that the Air Jordan 1 Low and Mid is more sought after than previously, I wonder how some of these releases are going to do. I know an OG colorway would sell out. Prior to this, I believe that most of them sat and even went on discount, and if those same shoes dropped in 2020, I believe they would sell out. Now, for these two potential colorways, if they look like this Photoshop, I'm not entirely sure. I'm not a huge fan of them, but let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. We now have a detailed look at the Air Jordan 13 Lucky Green. Prior to this, we had a few images and the model was unfinished. The midsole was not attached to the upper. Definitely wasn't a good look. And with these photos, I somewhat think it's a good representation. However, the green looks a lot brighter. That could be a good or bad thing depending on if you like it or not. And it appears, although not confirmed, that this pair is part of a PE pack, and they resemble that of Ray Allen's Air Jordan 13 3-point record PE from 2011. Of course, there are some differences, which includes the black that is seen on the pods. But going over the rest of the shoes, they won't feature any Ray Allen branding, but they do have white across the upper, and then we have Lucky Green suede across the lower part of the panels that wraps the heel. The same shade is seen on the tongue branding, and then all three shades are used on the rubber outsole. At the time of shooting this video, a release date is scheduled for July 4th. It's possible it could be pushed forward or back, and the retail price will be $190. We now have a very clean look at the upcoming Air Jordan 14 Toro, aka Gym Red. Now, going over this pair, it features nubuck and suede throughout. We have red across the panels, which wraps the heel, black on the tongue, laces, and toe, and then we have off-white on the midsole and hinted on the heel. Finishing the look is mostly black on the outsole, and then we have red detailing. Also, with these images, they actually come with a unique box. So the box will resemble that of the original Air Jordan 14 box. The same box was used for the Air Jordan 13, but instead of coming in silver, it'll be done in all red. Now, for the release details, currently this pair is scheduled to release on June 27th, and the retail price will be $190. You guys already know I'm a huge fan of the Air Jordan 14, so I'm going to at least pick two pairs up right when they drop. Hopefully they go on sale, because I notice a lot of Air Jordan 14s go on sale. I get why they're not loved by a lot of people, but definitely my favorite pair. And if they do go on sale, then I plan on grabbing a few more sizes. Let me know your thoughts on this pair in the comment section below. Last up for this video, we have new details on the Air Jordan 4 PSG. Now, this is another collaboration between Jordan Brand and Paris Saint-Germain, and they'll come dressed in white, neutral gray, black, and Bordeaux. Now, this image done by Z Sneakerhead Z is a Photoshop, and currently it's unknown how the actual release will look, so this image is used just for visual representation. More than likely the pair will look different, but they are expected to feature PSG branding, potentially on the tongue, heel, and insole. Now, as for a release date, they have a placeholder date for September 1st, so it's possible and more than likely the release will be moved. But initially I was told that they were going to drop in September, so if anything, I believe they'll be pushed back. Retail price will be $225. More than likely, we're about a month or two away from getting a first look. But if Jordan Brand and PSG release this pair just like this, would you buy? And that recaps the news. Like always, we post it first on SneakerFiles.com, and then we take it to YouTube. I appreciate you guys for watching this video. Let me know in the comment section what you liked or disliked. I know very soon we should be getting a first look at the Air Jordan 14 Hyper Royal, possibly even this weekend, so be on the lookout for that. Now, before I get out of here, like always, greatly appreciate a thumbs up, and if you're new here, make sure to subscribe by hitting the red button below. Again, thanks for watching. Stay tuned to SneakerFiles.com, and if you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe.